Today is the second tranche of announcements towards building a Atmanirbhar Bharat. The slides will go on, but before we start the slides, just want to let you know that today's initiatives, which are getting announced as a part of the second tranche that we are announcing today, focuses on migrant workers, street vendors, small traders, self-employed people, small farmers. And when I say small farmers, there are a few items we say. So in all, about 9 steps that I will be announcing today. 3 relating to migrant workers, 1 related to the Sishu loan within Mudra, 1 related to street vendors, 1 housing, 1 related to employment generation largely for tribals and in those in the tribal pockets, and 2 related to farmers, particularly small farmers. But even as I say this, since you have been keenly listening and hearing what we are saying, many of them may have overlaps with the next package that we'll announce. So on farmers, for example, it's not as if I'm giving only 2 steps, nothing more. Arey kisan ke liye chhod de kaam. No, there will be more. But today I'm bringing in 2. Just as I said in each of the package, we'll keep in mind and prioritize concerns related to migrant workers, poor, those who are, in need, and therefore that will continue. So if I have not spoken about a certain thing today, it's not as if Government of India has forgotten. After all, let's please remember, within hours of having announced the lockdown, the Pradhan Mantri Garib Kalyan Yojana was for the poor, was for transferring cash to the poor, was for giving grains for the poor, and so on. And that's not enough. We will come with more. We are announcing more. So let's not look at each one of the silo as though that was the only thing. As I said earlier, there are tranches of announcements. Many things might overlap. Many of them might get mentioned here as well as mentioned once more somewhere else. So just a broad understanding on that. Free food grain supply to all migrants for the next 2 months. How is this? You're aware, we had already announced that for the public distribution system based, card based people who get their regular quota of rice or wheat and in their residences, we had added free 5 kgs for them, either of rice or wheat, and also said 5 kgs per individual, but per card 1 kg of pulse was announced earlier. And that additional 5 per month kg of wheat or rice was being given free. That was made clear. Now what we are saying is that continues, that remains intact. But for those who are non-card holders, meaning they are neither under the National Food Security Act, nor are they holders of any state level cards, for them they shall be given 5 kgs per person of wheat or rice, or 1 kg of chana, so that is for per family. And if the person is remaining without card, he can also get it. We are engaging with the state governments to make sure that they know where these migrants are. They can approach them and give them, because most of these migrants who have no cards are staying in those camps which are being run either by the government or by the NGOs. And therefore, based on a rough assessment which has been given to us by all the state governments, we think there are about 8 crore migrants for whom benefit will reach through this free food grain supply. And will they be there without any opportunities to earn their livelihood? So I would like to draw your attention to say that you know that we had announced the increase in the average wage rate from 182 to 202 rupees. I had made an announcement once earlier. Now, the question of these people returning to their states, will they stay without any provisioning? We have already generated 14.62 crore man days or person days of work generated up to 13th May, which is actually 40 to 50% more persons who have got enrolled compared to last May. So when there was no COVID, what was the number? It is at least 30 to 40%, 40 to 50% more than what it was before. We have enrolled all of them. We are making provision through the Rural Development Ministry to ensure that they get enrolled, they get work, they get the due payments. So work offered is now to 2.33 crore wage seekers. I think the data is of yesterday, in about 1.87 lakh gram panchayats. So the migrant workers who are going back, and if in case they are joining the Manrega there, are being actively enrolled and provision through the respective ministries being done, money reaching the hands of the farmers and so on. Now I just very quickly mention about urban poor. In just the last 2 months again, during the COVID period again, what activity has happened to reach out to the urban poor, which includes migrants? Government of India has permitted state governments to utilize State Disaster Response Fund, which goes from the center, for setting up shelter for migrants and providing them food and water. Just rough estimate that I'm giving you, 11,000 crores were sent in that name through the SDRF, with which they run the shelter homes, with which they give them food, with which they take care of them. And that money was also sent from the center. Of course, states do have a right, but that was given. And using that money, many of the migrants have been attended to. So I want that to be kept in context when we talk about attending to the migrants. Again, there are shelter homes which are under the shelter for urban homeless category. That is something which normally is there. But in those shelter for urban homeless, 3 meals are provided entirely at the cost of the central government. So homeless who live in urban areas, particularly in the COVID situation, are getting 3 meals per day. And I'm not saying this as though, oh, we've done this. I'm saying more from the point of view of we are conscious. We are attending to the migrants and we are giving them in various different ways. Food, taking care of them in the shelters, reaching cash to them. All this has been done, and therefore I'm enumerating. And did I do this some other time last year? No. I am showing you what has happened in the last 2 months, the critical lockdown period.